People, make sure that you go ahead and check out the B-Line Entertainment Stuff and Things shop. We got all merchandise that you're looking for. Everything to promote the show. That's right, from hats to glasses to cups to sweatshirts to t-shirts, you name it. Boys, girls, babies, whoever wants to show off that they love watching the B-Line Entertainment LLC. We can't wait to see you in your brand new gear. Come on and check it out today. Let's go!
Let's do it. Let's do it. Let's do it. Yo, what up? What up, guys? How you doing this Thursday afternoon? Are you panicking? Are you running to the store? Are you getting bread and eggs and milk and shit? Yo, it'd be funny, yo. If you live down here in Georgia or in the South, man, apparently there's like a giant winter storm, you know, whatever they're calling, and they're saying, hey, it's all this shit going on, and it's snow and it's ice, and you're gonna be trapped. Get out while you can. I went to the store at like 9 o'clock this morning to get a couple of things, and man, yo, people was in there panicking, smashing each other into the carts. Get out of my way. Give me the last loaf of bread. I'm like, damn, yo, y'all be terrified. I mean, I get it. Like, if something does happen, like, you got to be prepared, right? You're going to be home. You're going to want munchies and shit. No, there's nothing worse than being stuck somewhere and you don't got nothing good to eat. You eating leftovers and shit you had in the refrigerator since, like, you know, you've been broke. You've been trying to wait for your check. But that storm is coming on Friday. You can't even go nowhere. Yo, what up, guys? It is Thursday night. This is the last show of the week, of course. The last show is still going to be the great, last but not least, the B-Line Entertainment LLC. My name is Brian B. And, yo, if you haven't already, go ahead and head on over to YouTube and make sure that you like, make sure that you share, make sure you subscribe to the channel, hit that bell button for the notifications, because we do 3 shows a week. What shows do we do? Tuesday night, we got the B-Line Web Show. That's right. We talk a whole bunch of stuff. We have guests. We talk with strangers. And, yo, we talk about a lot of good stuff. We even have a little bit something positive for you on that show as well. Then, if you're a wrestling fan, you got Straight Through the Ropes Wrestle Talk, 9 o'clock p.m. Eastern Time for all of our shows. Check them out. We talking wrestling. That's right. SmackDown, WWE, Dynamite, AEW, Ring of Honor, New Japan, whatever we want to talk about, we talking wrestling, that is. And then, of course, tonight is the B-Line Entertainment Show. Little bit of entertainment. What we got for you tonight? Yo, listen, we got a great show tonight. We got a guest, me and Kyle. We're going to be talking about some horror, baby. One of my favorite genres of music and movies and whatever you want to call it. Horror is my shit. I want you guys to learn it. But we got an intro. Let's go.
The Watch List.
Jurassic World Rebirth.
Now, Supergirl had right? That's all they were talking about was getting some.
Have some more.
Oh, the sloppy.
Sure that I'm not getting in my own way and building my own mentality instead of just allowing it to be built.
And it's a great song. Highs and lows, great hook.
Batman, Master of the Fantastic.
Yeah, remember these guys?
They missed an opportunity.
Minimal like freaking McDonald's.
Like a damn package of. You think this is orange juice? That's right. That's what we about. Check it out. We got a guest with us here tonight. Kyle should be in shortly. But you know this guy. He's been on the program for many times, man. We've had him on, but I knew I had to have him on tonight because we talking horror. We back into the scary stuff, even though it's not October anymore. But from the Man of Horror, as well as the Love Journal, he's in all 3, does a whole bunch of stuff. We haven't had him in a while, but he's back. Mr. Troy D.
Ryan.
Hey, what's up? What's up?
Chilling, man.
And it's
Glad-
Halloween all year round over here, so you know.
Listen, hey, tell him, bro. You know, I keep the scary stuff. I keep the spooky stuff around. So yeah, say less. What up,
Right.
Troy? Where you been at, man?
Man, I've been urban healing. Um,
Yeah.
I got sick as fuck.
Oh man, yeah.
That little flu shit that was going around,
Yeah.
and it fucked me up.
Mm.
It really fucked me up. It's partially my fault because I skipped leg day. And
Okay.
apparently it kind of the after effects it kind of attacked my legs. So I've just been fucking trying to take shit slow. I walk with a cane sometimes. I'm
Oh
trying to
wow. So you really got fucked up, you mean?
yeah, so fuck it. I'll share the rest of it.
Yeah, share, please.
Apparently
Yeah.
I have hyperthyroidism as well. And I'm
Holy shit.
anemic and I was low on iron. So all that was kind of happening at one time, and the weakest part of my body was my legs, and they didn't have nothing to fight back with. So it was just like I woke up one day and I couldn't walk. I'm like, what the fuck is this? Like,
That is crazy, bro. I didn't
and
know
it
you was going
happened.
through all that.
Yeah, it happened during the week of Christmas, and I was in the hospital for like 5 or 6 days, and yeah, so I took a break from everything.
Yeah.
But I'm also who I am, so I can never just fully stop creating.
Yeah.
So I've just been doing some behind the scenes shit for the moment, but I'm coming back, and I figured this will be a good spot to start back at.
Yo, listen, man. Yeah, and damn, thank you for sharing your story on the show. I mean, I really didn't. I had no idea. I mean, and who the fuck am I? Like, you know what I'm saying? But I'm just like, damn. But let me get Kyle in here. Kyle, what's up, Kyle? Kyle's back in here. What up,
Man,
bro?
what's up, guys? What's up, guys?
Hey,
Hey,
What's up?
what's up, Troy? I heard part of that. I heard part of that, bro. Wow.
Yeah, it's
Yeah, Troy got some shit going on.
it's
Damn.
wild.
Well, glad to
Shit
see you.
always
Glad to see
happens.
you up and yeah, glad to see you up and about at least right now. We appreciate you coming on
Yeah.
to talk some horror with us. We know you are the man of horror. For people who don't know, Troy is like one of the leading person. He's been on the show plenty of times, helping us make lists and talk about awesome topics and movies and
sir.
TV. Yeah, glad to have you on, bro.
Yeah.
But Kyle, how's everything going, bro? You good?
You know what? Yeah, things are good. I was just finishing up a project, and that's why I was running late.
Nah, no problem.
But the project is done. It was a long one. I had already
All
been
that
paid.
matters.
So I was like, man, it was a long one. I had already been paid. I was already sitting on it enough. I had to get it done.
I know that feeling. I'll tell you that shit, right? Isn't that one of the things? Like, it's different when sometimes what I try to do to try to keep, like you said, Troy, too, because you're the man of creation, man. You got to keep it flowing. Sometimes, like, even if I don't have any clients, I'll find people that I like. Like, I'll talk to people and be like, hey, listen, I'm not doing anything right now. I'm a little slow. I would like to make something for you so that it kind of gets out there. So, like, I'll do a full entrance. I'll go, give me your podcast. Let me edit it. And let me just do it for free so I can but tell people where you got it, just kind of shopping.
Yeah.
And sometimes I get so invested. I'll work harder on that free stuff than when I'm doing the stuff that's paying me.
Oh,
I get
man, that is such that is true.
Yeah.
Because you're just so you're so into just creating.
Yeah.
That's it.
That's
Like
right.
the money, like the money is
Come
secondary.
to you, it's like fuck it. Let me just work on this idea.
Word. That's
Yeah,
it.
for real. I've done a
Mhm.
couple of things like that. I've also done a couple of things where I was just like, damn, I don't know how the fuck we got on this topic, but let's go ahead and kick the show off, whatever. When you're doing something, especially when you are doing stuff that when you have clients and customers and stuff like that, it does get challenging. And especially when you're creating, like when you're using your mind to create something that you want somebody else to like and enjoy, and especially to use for their product. And a lot of times you guys understand, like, you'll create something for somebody and no matter how good it looks or how dope you think it looks, somebody may have a different critique. Somebody may have a different vision. So what I do is I usually do, hey, listen, I'll do this for you. What I'll do is I'll give you 2, maybe 3 revisions where if you don't like something, I'll try to make it over. But here's the shit, yo.
Mhm.
You must get paid first, because if you do something for somebody and let's say you do like 2, 3, or 4 revisions, you're like, hey, I'm gonna fix it, let me try to make it the way you like it the most I can, and then it just turns out, hey, they never like it. Now you just did 2, 3 days worth of work, but you have no payment, because their excuse is, hey, I'm sorry, I just really wasn't enjoying it, I really didn't like it,
I didn't
so
really like
I
it,
just don't want. Nah, fuck that, man. Let me get paid. And it's all respect, yo. People don't know how much time goes in to really trying to create something for somebody, and we're working hard, and then you're just on some, I wanted it light pink instead of the bright pink. Stop playing with it.
Pissing
I'll
me
just
off.
ass out.
That's why I ask for notes ahead of time, like
Hey,
because I know I'm working for everybody's got different personalities, different expectations.
Yeah, give me some ideas of what you
Yeah.
might have in
What
mind. I
do
can play
you
off of that. I
want?
hate when they just,
You
hey,
know,
can you make
like,
this?
what
Yeah.
do you want? But then if I do enough work for them, like there's been times where they'll be like, listen, we trust you, because I did what they asked me to do, and then they're like, then do your magic later on after I get the general idea, right?
Definitely. Yeah.
And I'm like, you know what? Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Let me add this here, add this here, add this sound effect here, add this. My brain just keeps going and going and going.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. Yeah.
But for some
last thing
reason,
you don't want to get not paid for your stuff, man. That's the biggest shit.
But for some reason, I tend to slow down when it comes to sports. I've done like a boatload of sports related content that's not just talking about it. It's actually like, like I got film of an actual game, and they want that incorporated into the interview or something like that. Or in one case, I worked on something for my cousin and for his son, and it was basically a football highlight because he's trying to get scholarships. I know nothing about football.
Yeah.
Right? Aside from the fact that I grew up in a football loving family, I know really nothing about football. So it was hard for me to really get into it. You know what I mean?
No, I definitely feel you, bro. But listen, we got on this topic. It just kind of started off because I guess we're all, men of creation and stuff like that.
Facts.
But what we're really talking about tonight is spooky time. It's scary time. Hey, listen, guys. I know I've been wanting to do this show for a while because, as you know, I am a super fan of horror and monsters and scary stuff. As a matter of fact, the top 5 for tonight is going to be your favorite monster. So if you guys want to join in in the comments, please feel free. It's going to be your top 5 favorite monsters, yo. Somebody's checking in on Troy, Miss Zariah. Thank you so much, Zariah, for watching. Hope that you click that subscribe button and you catch us on all our shows, yo. We appreciate you. Like for a first time watcher, I think. But Troy's doing good. I think Troy's doing good. Troy, let's go ahead.
Some days it's good, some days it's bad,
I feel you, bro. I feel that for sure. But Troy, why don't you go ahead and kick it off? And before we get into the horror conversation, tell us a little bit about yourself and introduce yourself to maybe the new audience. They did subscribe. Thank you, Zariah.
Yeah, I mean, because I have been gone for like a month, so I guess that does make sense. Yeah, I'm the man of horror. That's one of my many titles. But since we're talking about horror specifically tonight, I'll keep it relegated to that.
That's cool.
But yeah, I've loved horror since I was a kid. And I got it from multiple sources. Like my grandma, I was like, I don't know, 8 years old, and she had me watching fucking Hellraiser. Like,
wait, your grandma?
Right.
Yeah, because she was a movie person. She still has, stacks of just films.
That's awesome.
VHS, DVD. So that would include, B horror 80s movies, including Hellraiser. And then my dad, he had me watching Spawn and Tales from the Crypt. And then every Halloween, I watch Halloween with my mom because she likes Michael Myers. She's not the biggest horror fan, but every now and then there's something that she likes, and she really has always been a fan of Michael Myers. So it just was something that just I was
runs in the
surrounded
family.
by. Yeah. Not on my level, but yes.
Yeah.
For real, bro. So what was some of the first I mean, you said Hellraiser, but what was one of the first ones when you got your chance, an opportunity to start watching horror films by yourself and seeing what you liked? What were some of the first ones that really were like, man, it scared the shit out of me?
Definitely Tales from the Hood.
Ooh.
Had me fucked
Ooh.
up as a kid.
Mm.
That ending, I literally couldn't watch the ending until I was in college. Like,
You said
I would
Tales from the
watch the
Hood?
movie. Yeah, I would watch the
Oh,
movie
yeah.
and then turn that bitch off at the
That's a
ending.
scary one.
He turned into the devil. I'm like, yeah, fuck that.
Shit, them little
So
dolls. Them little
That
dolls fucked me up
painting.
when I was
Oh
little.
my God, the painting.
The
Oh
painting
God,
coming
man,
to life.
the freaking
Woo!
slave dolls and the
Yeah,
oh.
that
man,
scared the shit
what?
out of me when I was a kid.
Yeah, I was on extreme shit. Or I mean, I don't know. I guess maybe considering my age and the timing was extreme, but looking back, it's like, oh no, that ain't shit.
Yeah,
But yeah,
yeah.
like I
Now,
said, Hellraiser, um, fucking Tales from the Hood, Wishmaster, um, yeah, pretty much like anything that seemed like it was gonna terrify me, I was like, okay, let's do it.
yeah. No, I feel you there, bro. I was also a young kid when I was young when I started watching horror movies, man. I was watching Chucky. Chucky was like one of the first, Child's Play. But I mean, we was advanced. We was in advanced class because we was watching
Hey,
The Exorcist, zombie movies. You can forget about that. Was like those were probably like the beginning ones for me too. Watching Night of the Living Dead, Return of the Living Dead, Dawn of the Dead, all of that stuff. We grew up. My dad was a giant horror movie man. And then of course, like the classics like Halloween and Freddy, and then you got some of the old school like B movies, like the crazy ones, like the Chud and the Blob and all that stuff, whatever. So yeah, we definitely grew up
man.
watching nothing but horror, man. Vampires, Fright Night, woo, Fright Night, that was my shit back in the day.
I
But
would do the shows too, so it was like if it wasn't a horror movie, it was a horror show.
yeah, for sure. For sure. Child Play is a good one. Yeah, Child Play is definitely a good one. And you asked, have you ever heard of Cat Dog? Yeah, we definitely have heard of Cat Dog. Cat Dog ain't no damn horror though. I don't. Well, maybe in real life if that was happening.
I mean, yeah, if I say Cat Dog, I'm like, what the fuck? But like,
Oh damn, Cat Dog, yo.
And
I feel bad for Elizabeth. Who's Elizabeth? I don't know this one. But what you were saying, Kyle?
if there is yeah, but listen, if there's a cat dog horror movie that we're not aware of, it's probably
Probably in the
That-
works, right? Because all the shit
that
they're
would
doing
be-
now.
oh my God, that would be so freaky. I'm just saying, like that no, that would be so freaky.
I could definitely see them trying that.
Me too. Have you guys how do you guys feel about those movies that they've been having out lately? I mean, it started to become like kind of a trend. Like, they started with the one I remember the most was Winnie the Pooh.
Yeah.
And then they brought into like I think now they're on like Popeye. They did like a Mickey Mouse one.
There's a bunch of Mickey Mouse ones still happening because of the because he's in the public domain. Well,
Yeah.
the first version of Mickey Mouse is in the public domain, so anybody can do anything with it as long as you don't do, as long as you don't do the Disney thing, like the designs and everything else. And and guess what just ended up in the public domain recently?
Betty Boop.
Betty Boop.
Oh shit, really?
But the original design of Betty Boop. Matter of fact, since we're talking about horror, I want you to look up the original design of Betty Boop because she looked like a dog. So so if anybody wanted to make a horror film about that, it's right there.
Damn, she looked like a
There's
dog.
like a lot of shit you can
the original version of her before they they revised her her look.
Oh yeah, okay.
Yeah,
I
sorry,
see it.
Troy, I interrupted you, man. Sorry about that.
Hold on, let me pull it up right here on the screen. Share screen. Yeah, she did. Okay, I think I've actually even seen this before. Okay, that is kind of. Yo, why are people so weird, yo? And I guess they transitioned her into a girl from there.
Yeah, she was supposed to be like it was like an early because she didn't. I don't think she had her own show at first. She just showed up in places, and that was the design that they that they went with at first, and then they revised it and turned her into a young lady, sex symbol really.
Is Betty Boop
Mhm.
even still like hot? Do people like still? I don't see
I
her
don't
as
think
much
so.
anymore. Yeah.
I know some collectors, like from back in the day, but but other than that, I don't really see a lot of merchandise of her much anymore. It's yeah,
Interesting. All
but
right. I don't know what the fuck is going on with this show right here because first, so far we're
Yeah,
talking about editing
we've
and
been everywhere.
we a little all over the place right now. I have a
mhm.
bag. I still watch Mickey. All right, what's it called? Jabber's over there talking in the comments. But let's go ahead and break it down, man. So with
Yeah.
horror and stuff like that, I don't really have any hot topics for tonight. Honestly, tonight's one of them nights where we kind of just gonna vibe out because I've been doing shit all day and I haven't even gotten to the point to like make everything I wanted. I didn't even make my top five, to be honest with you, but I know my top five. So we gonna kind of just rock. And one of the things I wanted to discuss about the difference between horror from the past and what we're going into 2026 seeing. So of course you have the old school kind of slow motion thrillers where it's like, okay, this is kind of, it's taking time. You picking off the virgin, picking off the people having sex all the time. But now, horror has definitely elevated. Troy, since you are a fan, what is your take on horror from the past, meaning like, maybe the 70s to like the 2000s, to horror that's coming out now? Movies like Primate and like we're talking like the Popeyes and Goofy shit.
So I think first off, people kind of look at it like how they look at music.
Okay.
As we get older, we appreciate what we grew up listening to or watching, and then kind of shit on the new stuff like, oh, this ain't. And it's like, no. Like, look into it. Everything is not gonna always make you feel that same way that when you're a kid. You're fucking grown. Horror is
Yeah,
grown. It's growing up.
True.
You're growing up.
for
And
sure.
so I think, of course, everything ain't gonna be perfect. Everything ain't gonna be good. Unfortunately, that's art. But I don't think it's terrible. I think people shit on horror now, and I think that's fucking nuts because some of the best movies I've ever seen have come out within like the past decade.
Okay.
I think it evolves. It's gotten smarter. It's making you think more.
Yeah.
And it's really making you look at everyday life a little bit more. Like
Mm.
I think a lot of fantasy or a lot of horror origins are like fantasy almost. A lot of the earlier films just say, oh shit, but this can't happen. A lot of it in recent years has been like, oh, this could happen to me.
Yeah.
Oh, fuck.
That is actually a good take, actually, because one of the crazy things that I'm kind of noticing, we talk about this in wrestling too. One of the crazy things is fiction is trying to take more of a realistic base. Okay, if you pull up like I'm pulling up right now, and you see like the different types of movies, there's a lot of realism to them. If I can pull this up, there's a lot of realism to them. But at the same time, it's a lot of like real, but you have to still have like a pretty good imagination. When you're talking about a movie like Christine. Now, if you know the movie Christine, it's literally about a killer car.
Crazy. Yeah.
Fucking classic movie, bro. But when you get to the concept of this kid, he's a nerdy kid, and he buys a car and nothing can happen. The car is like fucking indestructible. You can smash it, it goes in and it just leaves on its own. It kills people, it gasses people, and then you smash it all up and it just completely builds himself back up. It's actually a really good movie, but it's so far-fetched. It's like, okay, the car's gonna come to life and start killing you. That's not realistic. You feel me?
Yeah.
But it's like nowadays you have stuff where it's like, even if it's just kind of like more along the lines of like the paranormal, closer to like maybe like a poltergeist, or even if it's like, you see those movies where the friends are online in the group chat and they're getting picked off because there's a killer or something like that that's like, attacking them through the internet and shit like that or whatever. It's weird, man. It's like everything is trying to find like its own, like you said, it's going on the timeline and trying to be as relevant to today's society. So yeah,
Mhm.
that's pretty interesting.
Yeah, like it's not as bizarre. Like a lot of stuff you could just say, yeah, that'll never happen. Killer
Yeah.
tomatoes, 50-foot women, 50-foot
Case in point, tell him, Kyle.
50-foot men, like bunny rabbits getting
Yeah.
like giant and killing people. Snowmen coming to life and slaughtering people with icicles. Stuff like stuff like that. Killer Christmas trees. Okay, most of that is on Tubi. Just
Yo, don't
saying,
be
like,
knocking Tubi, bro.
Oh yeah.
Tubi,
I fuck with Tubi, man. Yo, Tubi got a
Yeah, I love
lot
it. I
of good
stay on
movies
Tubi.
now.
Tubi
Yeah.
end up like
They do.
what the
They
heck?
do.
Like killer Christmas trees, snakes in the hood, all of that. I'm like, okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
Tubi be getting it done now. Tubi is. And we've had this conversation on the show before, but Tubi is one of the ones that's like there's a lot of hidden gems, even though they give a lot of opportunity to these smaller, producers and stuff like that, which is awesome in its own sense. But it's just like, yeah, you're right. There are a lot of like really goofy movies, but at the same time, I think a lot of times, like you were saying, Troy, like there is a lot of hate that gets put on movies in general now because it seems like a lot of people aren't trying. It seems like we're getting a lot of reiterated shit where everybody's just trying to remake stuff. There's not a lot of originality, and then when there is originality, people look like you could basically like sense the AI in the script and the writing.
I think too is the problem. Motherfuckers aren't smart. Let's just start there. With movies getting smarter, motherfuckers aren't smart.
I don't know if movies are getting smarter, man. I feel like producers are really trying to dumb shit down because they're trying to just understand that people aren't smart. So then when the stupid people watch it and they're like me and Kyle talk about all the time, like you're watching your phone as you're watching the movie and shit.
Yeah.
So it's like people are trying to just jump the gun and skip dialogue. But when you do that, for people who are watching the movie and they really enjoy the premise and the foundation and the build and the
they stupid.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, it's like you're catering to the stupid with the shit.
You just want background noise.
But that's what I mean, though. There's also still, it's just hard to sift through.
Yeah.
But there's still really good fucking movies out. You can say all this, but Sinners.
Yeah.
Like, I just watched Sinners the other day, and I was like, God damn it, this is good.
Sinners, I watched Sinners with my girlfriend. That is like, I watched it with her because she likes horror.
Yeah.
Right? She likes horror, and to me, it did not seem like someone said earlier today. I saw this video earlier today, and they were talking about how Sinners has set a record for the most nominations for Oscars this year.
Yeah,
but there's a possibility based on history that it may not. We got to make sure it gets at least one out of the 16 things that it was nominated for. I watched that movie and I was so engrossed in the story that the whole vampire of it all didn't even really faze me. You know what I'm saying? Like
I said this when I saw Sinners. Sinners was, and I hope this isn't offensive because it's fucking true. But Sinners was a horror movie for like the last 30 minutes of the movie. To be honest with you, it really wasn't a horror movie. It was more of a, even though the story was kind of there and it was trying to tell the story. I mean, as far as like just like the title of the movie, what it represented. At the same time, the movie was more of a cultural art based form until it got to a vampire popping the fuck up. Because think about it, vampires didn't pop up in Sinners until like maybe an hour in, if that. It might have been a little longer. But that doesn't.
Well, you gotta figure the opening when he was running from the Native Americans and shit. But I get what
who only popped up one time.
Yeah.
We only see the Native Americans once.
Yeah.
I mean, they got the fuck on. They said, okay.
Sinners was, when you compare it, like if you were to put Sinners in a genre and be like, this is a horror movie, and then watch fucking Creep Show or one of the they'd be like, okay, this is or vampires or something. Listen, you'd be like on a whole nother level. Like, fuck, that ain't no damn horror movie.
Sinners is a drama with vampires in it.
Yeah, Sinners was fucking good, man.
It was so good. Like I like like I'm sitting here thinking that is movie of the year 2025.
Oh yeah, without a
Hands
doubt.
down.
I don't think they really had a lot of, they'll always come up with some other shit, and I'm not trying to downgrade anybody in their their premise, but what Sinners represented as far as making a movie and captivating with it, but having so much dialogue just based off of like culture. I mean, I love Sinners for some of the music and the like
That
how
music
like
scene is
the
the most.
visuals. It was
That
so
music
fucking
scene
good.
is the most. I don't even know how to describe what I'm trying to say, but that's probably one of the best scenes in a movie I've ever seen.
Yeah,
That
it
you
was really
literally
good, man.
time
Like,
travel.
Yeah, you time travel. Yeah,
and
you
I was just
felt
like,
every
like
yeah.
I didn't cry, but I definitely teared up because it was just like I feel like people. I mean, it's like I mentioned earlier. The way people talk about music, sometimes it's like
Yeah.
it's an art form. You need to study art forms, and a lot of
Yeah.
people unfortunately don't. And you can watch
Mhm.
this and tell that nigga Ryan was in that bitch studying, like,
Yeah.
and
Studying.
you could see when somebody's a true student of something because it's in their work,
Yep.
and to have all these sounds mix in one and have it match so beautifully, it was like people don't get it. It's all just one take. Like, oh my god, look
That
at
was
this!
all just one
I was
take.
literally. Oh,
Wait, that was
actually, yes, they yeah. There's
that was
like
all just
a
one
behind the
take.
scenes thing.
That whole club
Uh,
scene was just one take. That whole time travel. Really?
Yeah,
I don't know. Yeah,
it's on. I
I
think it's
don't
on
know about that
YouTube,
part.
but there is like a scene of it, and I think some people had in like earphones to
Mhm.
dance to like their music, but it was all in one like cadence. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it's just all,
Mm,
and I'm like, how? Who thinks of that? Like
that is
a
so
student,
dope. If that's
a
true,
student
that
is
is
what
so
thinks of that.
dope.
The thing about Sinners that I enjoyed, and this is one of the things that it's difficult because you don't have to be black
No.
to enjoy Sinners,
Mm.
but
It definitely hit a little harder.
if you thank you, that's my fucking point. Like that's one of the things about, that's why, like I'm saying, like I wouldn't necessarily look at Sinners as a horror movie.
Mhm.
It would be more of a cultural art piece that just included vampires. It was kind of like an added dialogue because most of Sinners, even the story between the two brothers, you know what I'm saying, just how it represented engaging with white people and stuff like that, trying to purchase stuff, but them being looked down upon because of their color. But then of course they had money, they came from the north to come back to the south, and there was just so much dialogue that was given that
Mhm.
spoke to the culture. Let's be
Black
honest,
religion.
yes, religion. Every black religion, because they didn't speak to fucking Joel Osteen and his family.
Mhm.
So it's like it represented for the people that it was supposed to, and because of that, the impact was dynamic. But that's not taking anything away from the actual movie.
Nope.
But it's
Yeah.
just like, that's why I'm trying to say, like, when it comes to movies that we are not talking about horror tonight. I don't know what the fuck.
I mean, we
We're gonna let it
are,
rock.
but like, I got at
I'm-
least 3 monsters. So
Mm.
All right, Sinners was great. Let's go with this. Let's see something. If that's maybe the evolution, like we're talking about, like from where horror goes to like, all right, this is horror, and we got like a Sinners that just came out recently. Let's rock with something else. Welcome to Deary, something else that just came out. Fucking phenomenal show, not even a movie, but represented something that was, in my opinion, one of the greatest horror movies that came out within the last like 10, 15 years, but told another story that gave it more depth and was frightening. Like it was legit scary in a lot of parts of it. Did you enjoy that, Troy?
yeah, hell yeah, that was the most vicious we've ever seen Pennywise be.
Yeah, for
Any
real.
other
I
time,
agree, man.
in the old movies and stuff, even in the remake, it'll be like off-screen deaths, but we know what happened.
Yeah.
No,
When
this
they
shit
locked
was
him in that
so
damn
good.
school, woo, that shit was crazy. When they had all them kids and he locked that door,
Man,
and then
what?
when that
Oh,
house was
shit.
burning down, man, yo, that shit was crazy good.
Vicious. That motherfucker said, "Do I have what? Do I have face on my face?"
Yes.
Like
That shit was so good, bro.
it was, yeah.
Yeah.
That was something different.
Mm.
All right,
Yeah.
y'all. Let's go ahead and rock and roll and do something that we do on this show. I have one for you, and if you guys have something that you've watched, you want to go ahead and join in, we are going to do
The Watch List.
That's right. Today on the watch list, we are talking about a movie called. Let me see. Make sure I got the right one here because I didn't put anything in. So we're gonna do. Can't waste time. We're on screen. We are here. It is live. The Substance. Now, this is a movie that I recently checked out. It was kind of making noise. Troy, I want to ask you, and then Kyle. Well, ask both of you, I guess.
Yeah.
Have you heard about this movie?
Yes, sir. I heard about it and I saw that Demi Moore was in it. And I was like, oh, that's kind of cool. She hadn't been out in a while,
Yeah.
and I hadn't seen it yet until a few months ago. And it was a little bit after she won her award for it. I was like, oh damn, she won an awards. All right, let me check this
That's
out.
why I wanted to watch it. Yeah.
And I'm glad I did. And it's kind of like what I was saying, smart horror. Because motherfuckers do want to do shit like that now. Everybody wants to try and stay young and stuff like that. And of course, it would create this whole inner conflict that they just kind of made physical.
Mm.
Yeah. Yeah. The Substance was a really good movie, y'all. I'm saying it, and y'all know how I feel. We definitely gonna rate it. Kyle, before we start diving into it, have you heard about this movie or did you get a chance to check it out?
I have heard about it. I have not checked it out. But it does seem interesting to me. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But that's about but that's about all I know about it. So you guys being the experts gotta school me, you know?
All right. So let's break it down. Yeah, because like you said, Kyle, once again, this was one of the movies where I think Troy kind of nailed it when he was saying before, like, hey, the horror movies aren't necessarily, they don't have to be like, back in the 80s and everything was very, like I said, with the car, you got to kill her car, you got to, kill her house, whatever, it's trying to, house trying to kill you.
Killer spare tire.
Killer spare tire. Remember that shit? Tire, rubber, or whatever it was
Oh
called?
my God.
But now it's like, the story is more horror based because of what it represents, like Troy just said. So the Substance is basically, it's a actress. Demi Moore plays an actress, and she's had, of course, her time in the sun when she was young, and she's one of the hottest things out there. And then she was just going off. In the movie, let me say this, man. The imagery in this movie, from the transitions to the close-ups to the camera angles, they were fucking beautiful, man.
Its finest.
It really, really was, man. Whoever directed and edited this movie it was imagery like I've never seen before. And that was one of the things that kept me captivated. Let me also put this out there. This movie was like fucking 3 hours long, yo.
3 hours.
So
Yeah.
3 hours, like 2 hours and 40 minutes, I think.
Woo.
But
But it engages you. You don't notice.
You don't.
That's a good thing. That's always a good thing.
You go through the whole movie, but Demi Moore plays a pretty much like out of time actress. Like, she's had her time in the sun, and then of course, like, she starts getting, they start disrespecting her, and they're looking for the next hottest thing. And once she starts getting, sidelined, then she finds out that there's a like Troy was saying, it's like a drug or a product or whatever that's kind of under the table. And they're like, hey, listen, you take this, and this will basically, make all your dreams come true. You'll be your old natural self again, all the best parts of you and shit. So it shows you like the battle with that. It shows you like the should I do it? Should I not do it? And then she does it, and it doesn't just make her like, youthful again and clear her skin. Like if you were watching Death Becomes Her, if it's one of my favorite movies back in the day.
Ooh.
But it kind of fully like this bitch opens up and just a whole another bitch comes out of her. You're like, whoa.
Like literally.
Yeah, it gets deep, yo. And basically you have like a certain amount of things. You got these rules you got to follow, kind of like Gremlins, and like this list of rules you got to follow. And it's like, you know, do this and you have this amount of time. And if you don't do this, you're gonna have some problems. And of course, you know, it's
They never
really
listen.
good. Troy, did you
Of course
enjoy
not.
this shit, bro?
Oh, I did. I was like, what the fuck the whole time.
I was
I'm a fan of body horror, so I really enjoyed it.
that shit was good, man. I can't even lie. I really, and I didn't think I was going to. I started watching this by accident. I just heard about it and I was sitting on the couch. I was like, man, I ain't doing it. Let me watch a movie. And I saw it was on HBO Max, and I was like, let me just pop this in. So Kyle, after hearing about like, you know, the premise of this movie and stuff like that, does this sound like something that would intrigue you? Like if you and you know, Ty was sitting on the couch and just like, no, let's check this out.
I mean, maybe, but it
Kyle,
also,
fuck this shit.
I mean, maybe, but but you know what it reminds me of? It reminds me of how people will do anything to stay looking a certain way.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like people
Yeah.
will do Botox, people will do plastic
Mhm.
surgery. There's youth serums. There's doctors trying to get rid of they're calling basically getting older a disease. You know
Yeah.
what I mean?
Basically,
So that's what that reminds me of. I know, like, yeah, it's not supposed to be. We're talking about movies getting too realistic. The message is right there. The message is right there.
This movie literally, like when you're watching it, you can see they do a really good job of kind of underlining the premise of what they're talking about. Just like everything that you just said, like not loving yourself,
Yeah.
the reason why you need to kind of have a better connection with your true self. Like in one of the parts of the movie, she bumps into an old person that she went to like elementary school with or something like that. And the guy bumps into her, and of course this is at the stage where she's like, oh man, I'm too old now and nobody likes me anymore. And he's looking at her and he's like, hey, you're like the most beautiful girl ever. And it kind of, you know, the movie goes on for another hour and a half, and then she gets to a point where after she's like, you know, transitioning back and forth to this new beautiful her, where she's like, man, let me call this guy because he made me feel good again. Like he made me like as me, you know what I'm saying? It was like, so they had a lot of really good elements to this movie. And not for nothing, like I really enjoyed it, man. I didn't really think I was going to, because once I saw what it was about, I was like, oh, this is gonna be some whatever. But I'll be real. One of the things that had me captivated was just the look of the movie. Like it was one of those, like if she throws something out, you'd see the camera was presented like it was like a nice 4K, 8K camera, whatever.
Visually
and
stunning.
it was, yeah, in the trash, you'd see like the trash would fall in, and you see it from the bottom. So the visuals were just very defined, yo. And it was really good, bro. So what we do here is when we watch something on the watch list, we have a new rating system, y'all. It's actually a 5-star rating system. And of course, if it's a 1-star, you're gonna get the worst of the worst. But if it's a 5-star, listen, bro, I'd quit my job to watch it. That's how good it's got to be to get 5 stars. But what did I think of The Substance? Let's go. I'm gonna give it a 3 stars. Yeah, and that's for 5 stars. That's pretty good. I'm gonna give it 5 stars. I'm gonna say I enjoyed it. I'm not gonna be like, oh, it was the greatest movie I've ever seen in my life. It wasn't scary and at all, but it was a really good movie for what it was. So 3 stars. That's pretty good. What would you give it, Troy?
That's what I was thinking about. I was thinking based on my on the horror scale that I use.
Yeah.
I agree. Solid 3 out
stars?
of 5. 3.5.
3.5. Okay. Demi Moore was phenomenal in this movie too, and boy, you saw titties all day, titties and ass all over this movie.
Literally,
for sure. Yeah.
Is that like a staple of horror? Like a lot of old school horror, somebody got to get naked.
Somebody got smashed.
Yeah.
Bro.
Yep. It's a part of the the heart of horror. You gotta be naked.
Yeah,
You have to give a reason why you deserve to die, and it's
Yeah.
called like the sin factor. Like, oh, you
Oh.
fucking? Oh,
Mhm.
okay, you're dying. That's why in a lot of the earlier films, even still today, not so much, but the virgin is the survivor.
Yep, that's how it used to be. Like that was like a staple in all of the 80s to 90s movies. Like, yeah, everybody else is smashing. Think of all the greats, like Laurie Strode, the Virgin. Her friends all getting smashed out. Her friends on the way to get smashed out, murder them. The kids don't die, and the babysitter don't die. Yeah,
And
how it was.
I learned about I learned about the rules to follow a horror film from two sources, non-horror sources though. Scary Movie and and that one episode of Boy Meets World, right? That one episode of Boy Meets World where they were where Sean was the horror guy, right?
Yeah.
So there's this episode where they are literally being chased by a supposed killer. They have no idea what's going on, and he's like, "Okay, this is basically a horror film, right?
Yeah.
So in order for us to survive, we have to follow the rules." And at one point, somebody asked, like, "Who's more likely to survive a horror film?" He's like, "Virgins. Virgins never die." Right, because Mr. Feeney had just gotten killed, so everybody's like, "Go Feeney, go Feeney!" And
I love Boy Meets World, yo.
That
was the episode that came out that had Jennifer Love Hewitt in it.
Jennifer Love Hewitt, yeah,
yeah, that was around when I think what's it called was coming out.
I Know What You Did Last Summer.
I Know What You Did Last Summer.
I Know What You Did Last Summer. The second one. The second one, I think, with when they were going on the island with Brandy and all that.
I miss when shows used to do that.
Yes, incorporate
a horror movie.
Oh yeah, that was a good ass episode. I love Boy Meets World, yo. But that's awesome. All right, well, that was the one I had on the watch list this week. We have some other stuff that I wanted to talk about as far as just coming out because we're looking into the future of horror. Another show that I am super looking forward to, and I want to talk about a little bit because it's coming back this year, and it's actually in its 4th season. Is From is coming back, baby. If you know, you know.
That
Troy,
shit is nuts.
Tell them about From, yo. Let's go ahead and get into the details a little bit. If you don't know
educate
about From.
me because I know about it, but I know nothing.
And didn't know there ain't too much details. We still don't know shit, but real.
That's true.
No, so
you probably on our tip, Kyle, because.
But you said, how many seasons are they in?
Four. Season 4, and we still don't fully understand what's happening, and it's so captivating.
Oh,
you still want to know.
Yes.
Most shows if I still didn't have any full concrete answers by this time, I start watching.
I'm telling you,
I can't fucking wait till this comes back.
I'm trying to tell you.
So it's basically about this really small town that if you find yourself there, it's somewhere that motherfuckers get lost in. You make a little wrong turn and you end up there. You're not leaving. You can never leave. Even if you can physically try, but you will end up right back in the middle of town.
Yeah.
And at night, basically, you need to be the fuck inside because it's like these, I don't even know how to describe them, these people. And they're like monsters, but they're people. And yeah, that's pretty much the gist. And honestly, the majority of what everyone knows about the show for real.
Yeah. It's like they're Go ahead,
Kyle. Is anybody like these so-called monsters? Are any of them politicians?
Well, no, it doesn't even matter because it's a small town, so they don't even do shit like that. It's not even.
Yeah. If you think about it, like the best way to describe From, just like what Troy just said, it's like they're just stuck in this pocket universe of
motherfuckers trying to eat them every night.
Yeah. And then at night, it's like these weird. It's like one's like dressed as a cowboy. They're always smiling. One's an old lady. Like it's a really weird dynamic, and they're like unkillable. Like you can, if you're outside, they're gonna slowly, they don't run to you, they just slowly walk, and then they start talking to you, and then they turn into these fucking crazy monsters. As a matter of fact, this guy right here in the picture here, that's all in all the red, we just found out that because what happened, I don't want to tell the whole show. I'm not going to tell this show. This show is really fucking good. You should start watching it from season 1. But you find out a lot of stuff, and even though we don't know what's going on yet, and it's taken a long ass time, you get like slow pieces of what's going on, but you don't know what the hell is happening. It's so weird to say, like
it's so, but yeah, I would say that's so weird to say, but that's exactly
what
exactly
it is. Yeah. So From is coming back in April, and I'm very excited about it because this was one of my favorite shows. And then after, like, of course, the awesomeness of Stranger Things, and of course, Welcome to Derry, like, I'm lost, bro, because I'm trying to find something else to get into. I've been trying to get into Fallout, and I've watched the first season of Fallout. Do you like it, man? Because it's like this season seems so much slower. Me and my wife, we stopped watching the last 2 episodes, and we don't like miss it. I was running to Derry and Stranger Things, but Fallout's kind of
I think you got to look at Fallout from a different view, because that's definitely not horror. It's more survival apocalypse sort of deal.
Did you play the game?
I didn't, but I know about it.
Man, I've played Fallout since fucking Fallout 3, bro. I've been Fallout 3, Fallout New. That's one of the things that me and my wife are big Fallout fans. And when we started watching it, one of the best things about Fallout is it literally takes pieces from the game, like that look exactly like how the game looks. So yeah, if you're a fan of the show, definitely check out the game, man. If you got if you game, it's really good. Like in a crazy immersive universe world where it's like you can play that game for 6 years and you still would just be on like 40%.
Yeah.
For real.
I recently started rewatching X-Files because Ryan Coogler is doing the reboot.
Right, I heard about that.
Too. That should be good.
Man, and I'm so excited for that. But I forgot how fucking wild. I don't know if you guys ever got into X-Files.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, yeah, I forgot how fucking wild it is. Like from episode to episode, it's a completely different fucking.
Yeah.
It's like one episode, you got fucking killer roaches, and then the next episode, you got a kid that's possessed by the devil. In the next episode, it was just like, I'm on season 3 now, and I'm like, it's like a completely different but still maintaining the idea that there's an overarching story.
Yeah.
Like
X-Files was one of the originals.
Idea. Yeah.
X-Files was one of the originals, man. To this day, their theme is one of the most, known theme songs in a show or something like that of all time.
Oh yeah, that's my shit.
Yeah. But definitely From coming back is definitely a big one that I wanted to talk about tonight. And then also I got a surprise for you guys, and I don't know how much it was right, but speaking of Fallout and games, I also wanted to talk about another favorite thing of horror of mine, which is video games, and that's the new Resident Evil is coming out next month, man. We have Resident Evil 9, the game, and as a fan since the very first Resident Evil, I am super excited. I cannot wait to see what they do because they're bringing back some of the classic characters. Damn, I'm trying hard to get this thing. I'm putting it up here. Let me see. There we go. But they're bringing back some of the classic characters, man. And this game looks so damn good, yo. Do any of you guys have you guys ever played the Resident Evil games?
The early stuff, but not like I didn't like. I got homies that are so into it. Okay, like really into it. They're brothers. They play, pretty much each one together. And that's that is pretty much my thing about it. I still respect it as not only as a game but also as good storytelling.
Yes. Yeah, very good storytelling. And that's like I think you saw what Ty said, Kyle.
I'm looking at it right now. I'm looking at it right now.
But I mean,
Oh,
that's just what your man was over here saying earlier.
oh,
Over there
and
putting down Tubi.
no, I think I know I think I know which one she's talking about.
Yeah, there's a
Or
lot.
maybe not, because there's so much, there's so much. And we watch like, and we do a movie night every once in a while, and like
Yeah.
sometimes we'll do a whole list of just stuff that we deem bad films on purpose.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, you definitely said that before. But with Resident Evil, man, it's like we literally grew up playing this game, like us millennials.
Yep.
Like this came out in 1996, to America. I can't remember where it came out in, like, when it was called Biohazard in Japan or
Biohazard.
whatever.
Mhm.
Yeah, but
I've always loved Resident Evil games. I stopped playing video. I want to start back.
yeah.
But it's probably gonna be a slow process for me because I do too much other shit.
Oh,
But
yeah.
I do want to start back playing video games, and I tried about 2 years ago when they were like kind of rebooting the Resident Evil games,
Oh, yeah.
and so I got Resident Evil 3 because that was one of my favorites.
Oh, man.
I
It was,
can't play game. I don't have the patience for games now because I can't use the cheat code for unlimited ammo.
yeah. They
I
took
was
away
so
the fun,
frustrated.
bro. Yeah.
I'm like, fuck, and then the ammo is so scarce. It was like, what
Yeah.
the fuck? Where is you
Yeah,
get? Oh,
you-
here's 5 bullets, and I fight fucking 45 zombies, and it's like I just got frustrated, so I stopped.
Yeah, no, you're not lying, bro. That's kind of how like they did kind of like get back into, they were trying to find like the survival horror aspect of it again. And if you jump to like Resident Evil 6 or like even 5 kind of, you were getting to a point where it was starting to become more like a fucking Call of Duty game than it was actually becoming like a survival horror.
Yeah.
Yeah. So they wanted to bring it back, and they did a good job because Resident Evil 7 was literally a horror game. Like, you were in this house with these crazy family and getting attacked by them, but it was still had like sprinkles of what the Resident Evil story, like showing like the original evil that was like, the newest weapon that they were trying to create, and the little it's a really good fucking story, man. But now we're all the way through to they had 7, then they had 8, which brought back like Chris Redfield, the guy from the original, and now this number 9 is it's a girl. I believe she was in one of the branched off Resident Evils. I think it was like Outbreak or something like that. But Leon, this is Leon, man.
Shit.
Yeah, Outbreak was pretty fun too. And if you go back, and here's a tip for you guys too. If you're watching and you are a Resident Evil fan, like, you can't play everything, bro. Shit is, you know what I'm saying? There's a million fucking games out there. But one of the things I love is you getting on YouTube and you can watch the whole fucking game. You can watch all the stuff. I do it all the time. They have the cutscenes, and you can see games that you used to play when you were a kid that you might not, like Troy said, have time to play now. And you can just see the whole damn game now. So
I did that once with Crash Bandicoot. One of the
there you go.
Hey, that was my shit.
I did that once with one of the modern Crash games because it dealt with time travel and other universes, and I was like, okay, I can't afford the game itself. I don't have the system, but somebody had a whole playthrough and cuts, and they just did the cut scenes like a movie. I'm like, I know what I'm watching tonight.
I'm telling you, and it's good. It's interesting too. It'll keep you captivated, especially if you're doing like busy work. Man, throw that shit on. I did a bunch of old Super Nintendo, and especially like the movies, because if you remember, like they had like Home Alone and The Mask and Michael Jackson Moonwalker. So I put that shit in, and I watched all of that shit all the way to the end. I love it,
man.
Yeah. But Resident Evil 9 is going to be coming out next month in February. I don't know the exact date. I mean, it looks incredible, man. It looks like they're going back to Raccoon City. If you remember in Resident Evil 3, like you said, Troy, like they got, the missile came at the end of it and, bombed Raccoon City. So I don't know exactly what, they're going to be doing or what the premise is, but that's the old Raccoon City Police Department after the bomb. I just got a feeling this is going to be a good ass game, bro. Like, especially with the involvement of Leon is back in it. Yeah. So
this and the new Hellraiser game. I don't know if you saw that.
Oh no, I didn't see Hellraiser.
That shit looks good.
Holy shit!
I might have to.
Hellraiser.
That might be the game to bring me back.
Yeah, yeah.
Mm.
I did hear that there was Hellraiser. I did hear that they are trying to do a like a really scary Saw. They're trying to do like a Saw game where you go through the process. They've had them before, but they're trying to do like a really scary one now. And then Halloween, Michael Myers is coming out with one finally because they've done the Jason, they've done the Leatherface, and now the only issue I have with those games is they're kind of all like the same. Like it's just like it's the fucking online community, and you can pick if you want to be the bad guy or the the victims, and you got to hide from the guy, and if he finds you, he kills you. I don't know. I would like something with a
Yeah,
little
no, I
bit more
get it.
dialogue.
I get
Yeah.
that.
I hear you.
Yeah, that's what they got going on. But yeah, we got Resident Evil coming out, y'all. But yeah, that's all I got as far as the horror stuff that's out now that I'm looking forward to. Is there any movies that you guys are looking forward to as far as, even if it's not horror, is there any movies that you guys are looking to get into coming out soon that's not Avengers and shit like that?
For me, for me, it's Coyote versus Acme. I've been waiting for it for like 2 years, and when I heard that they finally, about to release it after shelving it, I was like, I gotta do this. I gotta see it. I gotta see it in theaters. I gotta see this in theaters.
Yeah, should be pretty good. What about you, Troy? You got anything? We did a show about the new movies that are coming out, but we didn't talk about like ones that we definitely are like interested in seeing. You got anything you looking to see this year?
So, and I'm probably not the only person excited for it, but I know a lot of people have issue with some shit that happened after the previous one, but I don't give a fuck. Scream 7.
Yeah. I did see that. We talked about that a little bit. I'm interested in that too. It's
Because like,
interesting.
who else is doing this?
Yeah.
God damn.
Yeah.
How did this get 7 movies?
They've told the story, man.
And they all work.
Yeah,
There's
they've
not a
told a pretty
one
good
of the
story.
movies that doesn't work. So it's always like, okay, who the fuck is doing it now? And I even heard rumors, and I don't know how real that is, but I did see a picture. But you got to be wary of shit like that because AI. But
Yes.
it was a picture of Stu, and his face is kind of fucked. Obviously, a little more healed because it's been like 20 years, but clearly, his face is fucked up.
Yeah.
And I'm like, shit, I believe it. I would believe it. I would take it.
Everybody was speculating because of the last one if Stu was still alive, and if you don't know, like the Scream series, like Stu is one of the original killers, like from Cindy's boyfriend, Billy Loomis, right? Am I getting my movies mixed up?
But we technically never. No, you're right. But we technically never saw him die. We saw him get smacked in the fucking head with a TV.
With the TV, yeah. Stu was his partner. Was Matthew Lillard. And he's so I think it would be awesome if they brought him back. In the 7th one, they had basically the girl that was in the 7th one was supposed to be Billy Loomis's daughter, and they were trying to represent her like she was like becoming her dad, and she was kind of going crazy a little bit, but they still have a story. Yeah. So it's like we're gonna see what happens. I mean, I'm interested in seeing. I'm gonna watch it. I don't know if I'll go to the movie theaters to watch it. But I couldn't believe they killed fucking Dewey, man. Dewey was one of the classics from the from the beginning. But it looks like are they having him back in, or are they gonna try to bring him back too? I can't remember if they.
I don't think so.
Okay, yeah.
I mean, if so, it'd probably be like some kind of dream sequence or something.
Yeah, because they had. I thought, didn't they kill Gail too? But they looks like they're bringing her back in.
Or no, Gail ain't gonna never die.
Yeah, she a fucking cat. Yeah.
I would say Sydney will probably die before Gail.
Damn, that'd be crazy. Yeah, Sydney's coming back for this one too. Yeah, hey, listen, bro, they gonna do 1 million of them, motherfuckers. They're doing another. I saw this. They're doing another Final Destination.
Uh,
The last one was good, but damn.
Hey, you
Kinda
know how
over it,
Hollywood
man.
works. If it works, then keep working. Keep doing it.
If people, yeah, especially today when you have all these remakes, reboots, and continuations.
Yeah,
You know,
yeah, for the most part, man. But listen, y'all, we gonna watch it. Put it out there. We gonna watch it, man. There's a lot of stuff going on. I'm really glad to see at least horror is still going strong. I would personally say,
Oh
in
yeah.
my opinion, I think the shows are doing more than the movies a little bit right now. The shows have been phenomenal. We were just
Mhm.
talking about The Substance, but
Mhm.
there's a show on FX. And before I even say the show on FX, I just gotta want to say this about FX. Period. Shout out to you guys because I don't know what y'all do or how y'all do y'all screening, but FX
Mhm.
always has some good ass shows, man. Have you guys ever noticed that?
I
Their shows
have,
be phenomenal, man.
yeah.
Their shows
When I
be
had
really
cable,
good.
yeah, definitely.
I fucking love FX shows, man. I used to watch Louis. I love one of my favorite shows of all time. Louis C.K., the comedian, just such a good show. But then I watched
Mhm.
Atlanta. You got Snowfall. There's so many shows that come off of that
Mhm.
channel that are just really good. But they have a new show called Beauty, and it's got Ashton Kutcher in
I
it.
watched the first
And
episode today.
is it good?
It's weird as fuck.
Okay.
I'm gonna say that. Like,
Is it The Substance
I gotta
weird? Because that's
rewatch.
what I compared it to.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's exactly what the vibe.
Yeah, I'm interested. I'll probably check it out just to see if I can get into it because The Substance was good, so that's gonna open me up. But I saw that and I'm like, it's an FX show. Fuck it, I'm gonna mess with it, yo, because it might be good. What up,
Mm.
E?
What's up, Eric?
Eric in the comments.
Hey, what's up?
Shout out. But guys, you all know what it is. We in the second hour, so we are going to go ahead and have a nice and easy top 5 conversation. Make it simple so nobody struggles. Because like I said, I didn't put my fucking list together. I didn't do my homework today. But yeah, today we are going to talk about our top 5 favorite monsters. Yo, is that simple? If y'all want to play along in the comments, leave a couple of and when I say monsters, it doesn't have to be something that scared you. A
Yeah.
monster is a monster technically. It can be anything. Shrek is a monster. If it's your
Yeah.
favorite, put on the list. Oscar the Grouch is a fucking monster. At the end of the day, if it's your favorite monster, put it on the
Most
list.
of Sesame Street are all monsters. There's only
Let's be honest, right? We got a 7-foot fucking bird walking around. This better be a monster.
Oh my goodness.
But all right, Troy, you're the guest tonight, so let's go ahead and start off. You kick off number 5. What is your number 5 for your favorite monsters?
I'm gonna say the thing from Pan's Labyrinth. I don't know if you have seen that.
With the hands and the eyes?
Dog, crazy as fuck, terrifying.
Yeah.
Just like opens his hand, eyes, and I'm like, oh fuck that, bitch, get out of there.
All my things here. Yeah, I remember that. You know what's crazy? And here's a confession. I don't know if it's gonna be bad on my end, but I never saw Pan's Labyrinth.
That's fine.
I know
that
about
makes
it just from the regular stuff. I've never seen it before though. What is it about? It's like a classic.
So this girl, her mom is basically kind of dying and gets married to this fucking like fucked up ass dictator man.
Okay.
And she, obviously wants to get away, and she discovers this whole like fantasy world that's filled with good and bad.
Like a Alice in Wonderland kind of deal.
Yeah. The standard: my mom or my parent is dying, and my stepmom or stepdad is evil. I need to get away.
Cinderella. Yeah, I guess I already tell that damn story. That's a story that used to get told a lot back in the day. But all right. So you got Pan's Labyrinth, the Monster Hands Man, or whatever the fuck it's called.
Yeah, it's crazy as fuck.
I really had to think about this because I didn't want to just go with all the classic monsters from like Universal. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
So I decided to go like way left field. So number 5 for me is Goldar from Power Rangers.
Damn, that's a good one.
Okay.
That's a good one actually.
Had to go with an OG. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
He was the first. He
Goldar.
was the first one they fought. He was the first first real enemy. He married really well.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Even though in the American version she barely shows up, but in the Japanese version, he's married to Scorpina, right?
And it's
So that
yeah, it's weird because they look alike, but they never really in the American version they never really explain like why does she look
no,
like Goldar?
and then the reason is like I don't know if they're not really from the same species, but they are married, and
Okay.
they have a child later on. You know what I'm saying? And she's
Yeah.
and like I should just have them as a package deal, Goldar and Scorpina.
There you go. Okay.
You
Yeah,
know?
Goldar was fun, but the thing that was with Goldar was like it's like he's supposed to be like the big bad, and he's supposed to be like Rita's henchman,
Yeah.
but he always got his ass kicked. Like he even kind of got his ass kicked by Jason when he was in he wasn't even in the Power Rangers form and shit.
When they were in that other dimension, he couldn't morph,
Yeah,
but yet he
yeah,
could
he
still
couldn't morph.
fight. You know?
Yeah.
So
Yeah, it was crazy. Like it was like Goldar, who was like he always seemed weak, but it was like he was supposed to be. And talk about a good looking like villain. Like he's got all
yep.
the character. He's big, but yeah, they always kind of played him. And then in the movie, they kind of brought him back in, but they didn't represent him like how he was representing the show. He was just like
It was just basically a gold statue with
yeah,
wings. That was it.
yeah.
Mhm.
Rita was trying to like make him like he was this giant thing, but okay, Goldar is actually a pretty good one. Damn. All right, so now my number 5. Okay, nah, I'm not gonna fuck up because I don't want to mess up. My number 5, as far as monsters go, oh man. All right, this is what I'll do. Werewolves, straight up. Like I didn't want to go to like the classics, but I gotta put werewolves, and that's in general. I've always
Mhm.
been a fan of werewolves, yo. I love the concept behind like the dog turning like you getting bit and then you get powers and you're able
Mhm.
to transform into like this thing that can grow and grow legs. And of course, back in the day when werewolves first started, you
Mhm.
had this whole it's just a man and he gets a little hairy on his face and on his hands. But then if you like watch movies like The Howling and Bad Moon, if you saw that before, and
Mhm.
then there's so many different ones, but the variations of the transformations of werewolves and stuff like that in movies, they've
Yeah.
been so good, bro. There's a movie called Wolf, with Jack Nicholson and Jason Spader and Michelle Pfeiffer
Yeah.
that came out in like early. Did you see that before, Kyle?
I know about it. Yeah, I know about it.
Man, that was such a as a kid, I loved that movie. That movie was one of the reasons why when I was in like second or third grade, I was a werewolf, yo. I was a werewolf for
Mm.
Halloween, and I had this crazy mask, and I was scaring the shit out of everybody when I was going trick-or-treating. And I wasn't even trying to, it was just happening.
It
or
was
whatever.
already scary. So
Yeah, it was just it was a scary mask. But yeah, werewolves
Mhm.
for me has always been a big thing. There's another movie called Howl where these guys are like on a train and they get stuck on the train, and there's werewolves. This kind of like werewolf creature is in the woods, and
Yeah.
it just starts picking them off. Man, that's a really good movie too. Talk about
Mm.
horror. So yeah, for me, werewolves is gonna be my number 5, and I'm still looking. I'm trying to see like a list right now of seeing like who I'm forgetting or who I can think about. But
Mhm.
Troy, we back on you, yo. Let's get your number 4.
Okay, sorry. I was moving around, but I actually had two
Yeah,
questions.
take your time. Yeah, sure.
How did y'all feel? Because you mentioned Goldar about the Power Rangers remake.
Yeah.
Okay.
I fucked with it personally, and
The
I
Power
hate
Rangers
that
movie?
Yeah, the one that came out a couple years ago.
Yeah,
Yeah.
2017. Yeah.
Yeah,
We
I enjoyed it.
we talked. Dang, you know what? I should have put Ivan Ooze. Ivan Ooze should have been.
Ivan Ooze.
Oh man, but yeah, no, I liked it to a certain extent. You know, certain things I felt like they were trying to do because they wanted to be a bit more adultish. But other than that, I did enjoy it. But I do like we've talked about it, Brian and I, on a few occasions, and
Yeah.
I'm with him when he says they didn't. When he like you're just disappointed because they didn't really morph until like the end of the film, right? So
Well, that's
Yeah,
definitely
it
one
doesn't
key
bother me.
component. Yeah, the thing I didn't really like about it is it wasn't as fun as like Power Rangers was. Like
Mhm.
to me, it really focused a lot on, and I recently rewatched it to kind of just get more of a perception on it.
Mhm.
But it was an okay movie.
Mhm.
But as far as being a Power Rangers movie, I definitely
Yeah,
wanted
that's
to see a
crazy.
little bit more action. Yeah, I wanted to see a lot more fighting, maybe a little bit more dynamic with the Power Rangers. Like
Yeah.
most of the movie was just them trying to be fucking Power Rangers. Like, like
But then
I
I
mean,
think that helped us get to know them,
Yeah, it does.
like
yeah,
their characters a bit more.
yeah, but when you it's like
Like their dynamic, instead of just tossing them in immediately, like, hey, here's the Power Rangers. Episode 1 literally starts with them collecting them and then be like, here, take this, transform.
And
Yeah.
they don't want to do it, and then they have no other choice, and they're like, okay, I guess we could do this, it's just
yeah, pretty much. Like and in that one they couldn't even morph until like they earned it and shit like that or whatever. And that's what they were trying to like. Yeah, you guys got to come together and
as a
work
team.
together as a
Mhm.
team.
Right.
Yeah,
As a
I
team.
get it. I mean, I get it. I don't know. Like I said, it's just kind of it just didn't hit for me. Like how and I was anticipating like an action packed Power. That's probably another thing because I'm more of like I like shit to be. Especially with like Power Rangers, something I've been watching since I was a little kid, and all I liked was like them and martial arts and shit like that.
Mhm.
So when I saw that it wasn't packed with that, and it was just more of like a drama, I don't know, I just wasn't with it, yo. But it was a decent movie. It wasn't terrible. It just wasn't my cup of tea.
Mm.
I like to watch it every now and then.
Yeah,
I just watched it last
it's
week.
It's been a minute for me. It has been a minute for me. I might want to put it on at some point.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I'll tell you one thing. You want to know another good one?
Huh?
No, I was gonna say with that. How about the how would you compare the 1995 Ivan Ooze Power Rangers to the 2007 version?
I mean, I definitely prefer that movie, but I think it's the nostalgia of it too.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Because
I don't know how well it works now.
Power Rangers is known for being at least like Power Rangers and Super Sentai has a goofiness to it. It doesn't always have to be uber serious. You know what I'm saying? And in the 2017 remake, they were mostly trying to be serious with a sprinkle of the. I mean, the whole thing on its own is goofy, but they try to add, more, more serious to it. And I get it.
Yeah.
Like what's his name's mother, who was battling cancer or something, and they never really revised that. I know they so wanted to sequel bait us. Right?
Yeah, they definitely. I thought they were going to, but the movie didn't receive well.
Yeah, and that's part of the reason why, when the franchise started to die down again, it also started to die down in Japan. So they kind of, blame like America a little bit, like Hasbro, for not being able to handle it well. And I'm like, look, just. You could have gave them the Netflix treatment. You know what I'm saying? So, but that's just me, because remember they had a whole idea for. I know I should save this till next week, but they had a whole series that they wanted to do for Netflix, and that ended up not happening.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, we're gonna talk about that next week too. Yeah, because next week, guys, just let you know now. Next week we're gonna be talking about TV shows. We talked about movies that are coming out this year, but we're going to talk about TV shows and different remakes and stuff like that are coming out that we're looking forward to as well. So yeah, it's going to be a really good episode too.
Mm-hmm.
So we're going to rock with that. But all right, Kyle, Troy,
you said fourth place, right?
Yeah, fourth pick.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go with the thing from the movie.
Fantastic Four.
No.
Oh, the Thing, the classic movie.
Movie, yes.
He went way back.
Oh yeah. Okay, that's what's up. Okay, so what did you like about the Thing? Whatever the Thing, whatever it was at the end of the day.
I mean, just the whole concept of not knowing who the fuck is who.
Yeah.
Not knowing who to trust.
Yep.
And then at any moment, the motherfucker could just turn into the most grotesque kind of thing you've ever seen, and then before you know it, can be one of us.
Absolutely.
Right.
Absolutely. Yeah,
Always thought that
that
was that's especially just movie wise too. The location in the middle of fucking Antarctica or some shit. Like, no, fuck this.
Yeah,
Fuck
the thing
that.
was a good ass movie, man, and of course the special effects on it, which were just like before its time, but also not just
Absolutely.
relying on CGI and all this other shit or whatever. Like they put a lot into the effects of that, man. But yeah, the thing was a good ass movie. Did you watch the thing, Kyle?
I know of it. Like, there's a lot of classic movies I know of because they're so beloved. The Thing was one that I've seen clips of. I don't think I've ever seen the whole movie though.
You gotta do that. You gotta do that.
Thing is a good
that
ass movie.
and the 2011 version. I love both.
Yeah, that was good too. Yeah, definitely. All right, Kyle, what you got for number 4?
Yeah, number 4 is kind of a cheat, but I gotta go sci-fi for this one. It's the Daleks and the Cybermen from Doctor Who.
Okay, I don't know shit about that, so you have to explain.
Okay, so basically, the Daleks are these like squid looking aliens, but they're inside of a metal like kind of a metal suit with a long eye attached to it. And their whole thing is they want to rule the galaxy. Their leader is a dude named Davros, right? Who, when you look at him, he's got, depending on what generation you're looking at, because Doctor Who, everything is canon, right? So if you look at him, he's got an eye up here, no eyes here. He's got a very kind of narcissistic attitude. They just want to rule the earth. And one of their biggest challenges is the Doctor, who is an alien from Gallifrey, who basically can regenerate into whatever kind of alien, but mostly he stays human because he loves humans, right?
Gotcha.
But the Daleks are crazy. If you ever hear the term exterminate, right? If you ever hear the term exterminate in a computerized voice, it's one of the most iconic. It's one of the most iconic lines. Then you have the Cybermen. The Cybermen are obsessed with what they consider perfection, right? They don't like emotion at all. They consider emotion as a weakness, and they look like the earliest ones are the scariest ones. Each generation has a different design for the way they look. They're cyborgs essentially. So they'll take somebody's living body, living tissue, whatever, and cybersize them. You know what I'm saying? No emotions, no crying, no nothing. If you end up doing that, then they see you as malfunctional and they will kill you on the spot. Right? It's absolutely.
Take your word for it.
Yeah, it's absolutely nuts. I should have probably said the Weeping Angels too. If you ever look up those 3 monsters, the Weeping Angels, they're like it's nuts. But I'm like, I can't cheat too much.
I was gonna mention the Weeping Angels.
The Weeping Angels don't blink. That's all I gotta say is do not blink. Oof.
Gotcha.
Crazy.
All right. Hey, I'm glad y'all rocking with it. Yeah, I tried to get into Doctor Who. I actually started I watched all the way back to the original the BBC series or whatever.
Yeah.
And I think I told you about it, Kyle, and I was just like, I don't know, I was just missing it. I was missing
I got you. It's not for everybody, and plus it's been on for more than 60 years.
Yeah,
so
and it also depends on which Doctor.
It really does. Who was your first Doctor, Troy?
Benedict Cumberbatch.
Oh, Benedict Cumberbatch. That guy, Doctor Strange. Yeah.
That's funny. That's
He's
funny.
good. He's really good.
And I fuck with him as an actor, so yeah.
That's funny.
All right, my number 4. Jumping into number 4. I got a good one. I know Troy's gonna appreciate this one. Is Angel from Buffy, bro. Angel from Buffy. Love Angel, bro. I was over there watching. I saw a clip from when he went to Bones with his like the Fox show Bones. I never watched Bones. I never got into it. But one of the reasons why I never got into it because David Boreanaz. One of the things about playing a character so good, especially when you're like really into it, it's hard for you
It's
to
hard
watch
to see somebody else.
Yeah. So it's like I was looking and I'm like, Buffy was on for like I think 7 or 8 seasons. Angel was on for I think like 6 or 5 or 6.
He was on the first 3, and then he came back here and there in season 4 and 5.
Got you. Okay, yeah. So it's like Angel came when his series was on, and after it finished, I was like, all right, Angel's cool as shit. You know what I'm saying? I liked when he was coming back and helping Buffy at the end and stuff like that or whatever. Also like Spike too. Like, you know, I liked his character dynamic. I like how they worked it in. Even though they brought a lot of drama into the end where him and Buffy were, you know, fucking each other and all that stuff, whatever. But it's just like Angel was always super cool, man. Like, you know, especially the first season of Angel, where he had like the weapons, the spikes that came, the stakes that came out of his coat and shit. I'm like, Angel badass, yo. He's like a vampire 007 or whatever. Has a protection agency and shit. So yeah, Angel was always cool as hell, man. Super really good story arcs, you know, definitely just kind of picked up where Buffy left off, but also like had its own originality to it. So yeah, Angel number 4 for sure.
Okay. Let's get us at number 3.
Number 3.
Yep.
And since we're talking Buffy, The Gentleman.
Oh, okay.
The episode that was completely silent, terrified the shit out of me.
Oh yeah. Let me pull them up. This is a worthy picture we got to see here. Yeah, I remember we were talking about that before. That was also another really good episode. Kyle, did you watch Buffy?
I gotta refamiliarize myself with Buffy.
Got it.
Because during its heyday, I was not allowed to watch a lot of TV on the weekdays. Yeah. So I know of Buffy and I know of
and they used to come on Tuesday nights.
Yeah, exactly.
Yep.
WB.
Right.
You know? So
yeah. Used to go. I remember when we first, because you know, and just to always share this story or whatever. But when you know Buffy first came out, people forget that there was a Buffy the Vampire Slayer movie with Christy Swanson and Luke Perry and Paul Rubens, Pee Wee, and you know, before Buffy was even thought of, that was the Buffy. And me and my sister, we used to watch that damn VHS tape ridiculously, we loved that movie. And when you look at it compared to Sarah Michelle Gellar's Buffy, Christy Swanson Buffy was slow. She'd do the fucking 4 backflips. It'd take her 5 minutes. But Buffy, there was no touching fucking Buffy, man. But these are the guys that that Troy's talking about. The Gentleman. This was an episode where basically these guys were like basically stealing people's voices because they didn't, want to hear you scream. And Troy, you said you were scared of them when you saw them and stuff like that. It creeped you out?
Hell yeah, just floating around smiling.
Oh shit, my thing went out again. Hold on. They have kind of like a weird, I don't know, Freddy Krueger.
They came to town and gave everybody in town laryngitis.
No.
And they came to cut. They come to cut out your heart.
Oh my goodness.
That's right.
But they can't handle voices, so they gave everybody laryngitis. So that way you can't scream when they come to fucking kill you.
That's right. That's what it was. Yeah, it was a creepy episode, just because of those guys or whatever. You want to know another? This is not off topic for the most, but we're talking about Buffy.
Yeah,
I think I've said this before. I might have said this on Troy's show actually. One of my favorite episodes of Buffy the Vampire Slayer was the one where they had the demon come to town and he made everybody burst into song, and it was musical. Bro, that's one of the. That's one of the best episodes, bro. It was so damn. All the songs were good. It all worked with the story, and then it all led up to the end of them finding out at the end, like, Buffy actually, when she died, she was actually in heaven, and they kind of pulled her out of heaven and everything. Bro, man, that was a good ass episode, yo. Buffy the Vampire Slayer was so damn good. I can't wait till next week to talk about the reboot and everything. Yes, I cannot fucking wait, yo.
Man, I cannot wait for that shit.
Me neither. It's supposed to be this year, so I really hope that they get it to us this year, man.
Oh, they
We're
are.
gonna talk about it.
She's been training and everything.
Yes, please get that shit to us. But all right, we on number 3. 3 for you, Kyle.
Yeah, 3 for me is probably Ryuk from Death Note.
Okay, gotcha. I know that one.
Yeah, I'm talking about the anime though, not the
movie,
not the Netflix live action version. Even though he did do a good job. I
like that. That movie was good.
He did do a good job. Like I grew up watching, I grew up reading the manga and watching the anime and having the idea of a death god, essentially showing you how to use a tool to basically kill anyone you want.
I just started watching it, me and my homie.
Oh man, and I remember when that show came out, because a friend of mine read the manga beforehand. He read, he started collecting the manga, then the show came out. When the show came out, it got so popular that it ended up in the news because kids were going to school.
We talked about that on my show
with freaking notebooks saying Death Notes, and it got that crazy. And it's just it's what happens when a guy who already thinks he's better than everybody else, he already has a kind of God complex, is given the power to choose whether someone lives or dies, and it's just nuts. It got so crazy that the Simpsons did a parody of it.
Listen, fucking Simpsons. What haven't they done? Simpsons is everything.
You know what? That's the even better question. What haven't they done?
What haven't they done, man? Simpsons been on for so damn long. They're renewed for like another 10 seasons too.
Word. That's job security right there, brother.
I'm trying to tell you, ain't no doubt about
it. Yeah, anybody who worked for the Simpsons just know.
Yeah.
You never got to worry about losing your job.
Yep. Just be fine and enjoy life. But all right, so I guess it's my go. My number 3. I've been kind of like trying to make sure that I'm not missing anything. So I'm trying to keep an order in my head. Angel was number 4. I'm gonna have to say, as far as like a monster that I like a lot, Predator, bro. Always and forever. Ever since I saw the first one with Arnold Schwarzenegger, and everything about the Predator was awesome. First off, with just being like this unique killing machine that had all these cool ass tools. He had like the fucking slashing thing like Wolverine. He had, the laser cannon on his shoulder that was just taking shit out. He was camouflaged. And then remember, you didn't see the Predator's face because he had like the damn armor on. So you didn't see the Predator's face until, Arnold Schwarzenegger was testing him. And he went through the whole thing, and then he was like, "Oh, he's about to, do this stuff with Arnold," and Arnold was giving him a fight, and Arnold's just a human. So at the end, he showed respect. Like, all right, you think I need all this shit? Fuck it, let's go, let's fight. And I remember watching that shit to this day as a kid, and I was like, "Yo, this guy's badass, bro." He's like, he don't care. And I love that fucking movie, bro.
Nice.
But yeah, Predator was awesome. I mean, that's only hands down. Like, I can't wait to go watch Predator Badlands that just came out recently. I heard that was really good. Like, they're still doing it. That's how good that story.
The animation on one of them, it looks
Killer of Killers.
Yeah, it looks pretty.
That shit was
good.
Crazy.
Yeah, I gotta check it out. I love the whole lore of Aliens versus Predator and everything like that too. It's a really good story. They have so much dialogue. The whole show, even Alien Earth, like that show was really good. Another great horror movie. FX, once again, I told you, they motherfuckers be hitting, bro. Yeah. FX be hitting, yo. But
Alien Earth is fire.
That shit is good.
I just was watching a few episodes the other night.
Yeah, That shit is really, really good. Great concept, the Peter Pan concept. Like they took the sick kids and made them into, killer fighting robots, basically. And man, good ass
Crazy.
shows, bro. Good ass shows. But yeah, Predator is definitely my number 3. All right, we getting into the top 2s. All right, I don't need to look at nothing now. I know my top 2 for sure. But Troy, what you got? Number 2.
So I don't think this is like an official order. It's just kind of as they come to mind.
Yeah.
Same.
But my number 2 is Jean Jacket from Nope.
Jean Jacket from Nope. Ooh,
Nope. Whoa.
Oh, Nope.
Yeah.
Okay, Nope. You talking about Glenn
Jordan
from
Peele
Walking
and
Dead?
Woo.
That's the that he played the character. What was his name? I think that's who you're talking about.
No,
Jean
so
Jacket.
it's the Jordan Peele movie with Keke Palmer
Yeah.
and Daniel Kaluuya, and it looks like a fucking ship the whole time, but then they find out it's an alien itself.
Why the fuck? I don't know why. I just couldn't get that movie, man. I don't know how I got so lost. I think I gotta rewatch.
I think
it
people were
because-
overthinking it because it's very simple.
Yeah, I gotta rewatch it because it might be one of the ones that I just gotta watch again.
Yeah, because like
Because I thought that shit was a hot air balloon.
well, yeah, motherfuckers thought it was a ship and shit. Like nobody knew until Homeboy figured out, like, oh, bitch, this is an animal because he worked for animals. But the whole idea is, as humans, we always try to exploit shit that we have no hope to really control. It's a wild animal. That's why they were interpreting it with the shit that happened with the monkey when it was younger, because they tried that shit before. Oh, but yes, you're right. Glenn wasn't. I forgot. He was the motherfucker who originally met the alien and was trying to use it for his little carnival show shit. And that's the point.
I definitely have to
grew
rewatch
up on
that
a show where a real life monkey, mauled the shit out of all of y'all because y'all was trying to domesticate it, essentially. And then you grow up, meet an alien, and try to do the same thing. Humans.
Interesting. I gotta rewatch it. I definitely have to rewatch it. I fucking watched it, but I don't know. I guess I was watching it with my just thinking it's gonna be like a dope alien movie, and then it's just some intellectual shit that you gotta.
Yeah. I mean,
that's probably my
but
fucking
it's
problem too.
But that's what I was saying too about people, motherfuckers ain't get, and it's not talking shit because I get it. Sometimes some shit you just want to turn your brain off when you watch a movie.
Vibe out, right?
Versus turn it on. But that's not what Jordan Peele movies are for.
Yeah,
turn your brain on. You gotta turn it on.
I've definitely learned that. Yeah, I've definitely learned that for sure. He's a hit or miss with me, but he does have good concepts. One of my favorite Jordan Peele movies is, of course, Get Out was really good. Strong delivery in Get Out. You also had the other one with the Us. Us was pretty good.
Right,
Us was pretty good. I enjoyed that one. But Candyman, get the fuck out of here. I fucking hated that shit.
I feel so in between because I totally get it. I totally get that. But like,
I wasn't fucking with Candyman.
I also liked. I think visually, I liked more than the story, maybe.
Got you. All right. Jean Jacket. I didn't know his name was Jean Jacket. That's all. Yeah. What you got for your number 2?
Yeah, number 2. I'm doing a double again, but they're both from the same show. War Greymon and Antimon from the Digimon anime.
Got you. Okay.
Yeah.
War Greymon. Yeah. I don't.
Right.
Digimon.
Yep.
What you like about him?
Okay. Let me tell you something. So at the end, in the middle of the first season, they're in the middle of this, they're in the middle of this crazy, this crazy battle, which is against a dude named Myotismon, who is a vampire, right? And at some point, he evolves into kind of a vampire slash devil. So it takes the kids and their Digimon have to evolve quicker to defeat them. So the two leaders of the crew, in order for them to gain more power, they got to get shocked by angel arrows. right?
Mm.
Then their Digimon, War Greymon and Metal Garurumon, they show up. And if you see the way these things are designed, right? It's a dinosaur in metal armor that can control a freaking supernova, and the other one, his his partner is a metal wolf with the power of ice. Okay, these things go absolutely.
On.
Yeah, I know. I know.
You go to fucking school so you can watch this shit sometimes.
But when this came out, this is what we mean by creativity. It is out of the box, ridiculousness. But because it's basically imagine Tamagotchis, and you basically got Digimon.
Oh yeah, I know what they look like and everything. I was never a Pokemon guy, or I don't know, bro. I don't know what the fuck is wrong with me. Like,
no, nothing's wrong with you. You just had different.
It's not for everybody.
It's not for everybody. Yeah,
my daughter. Listen, my daughter right now. She'd fucking invent Pokemon if she could, because she loves that stuff, bro. She's also heavy anime watcher. Like, she be finding shit. She got my wife watching something right now with her. She fucking like, if I bought her on this show right now, I'm telling you right now, she would out talk my ass. If in this category.
I could never get my parents to watch anime with me. They were convinced. Like my aunt used to make jokes because they sexualize some of the some of the characters in a lot of anime.
Oh
right?
Yeah.
So my aunt would make jokes about me watching porn, right? And one time my sister, because because to this day I still have a big collection of DVDs. And one of the anime I was collecting at the time was a kind of Charlie's Angels in the future called Dirty Pair Flash, right?
And they had some big ass titties on the cover, didn't they?
They did, especially in the back of especially in the back of the DVDs, right? So my sister takes one of them takes one of my DVDs off my shelf, runs over to my dad, and he's like, "Oh, I might have to watch this with them."
Trying to tell you, might have to watch it too. You watch that shit, right? Big ass titties,
Man, it was
hentai, the little hentai cartoons, bro. Them shits, don't watch them with your boys and shit. Like,
that is in its own category. There were times where I couldn't, oh man, there were times where I was too afraid to watch certain hentai.
Yeah, that should be wild, bro.
Oh man,
that crazy wild. All right. We gonna wrap it up, guys. We got we're gonna jump to these last ones here. But I didn't realize, man, we going on 2 hours. We killing this show. Yep. But my number two is gonna, I might be cheating, I might be reaching too far, but they monsters. You gotta know, there's not 2 of them, there's not 3 of them, there's 4 of them. And Kyle got them right behind them. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, baby.
Okay.
Definitely.
Okay. Yeah, they count. They're mutants.
Number 2.
Okay.
I had to put them in there. Shit, they should be number 1. I ain't gonna lie, but I have somebody for number 1. There's no doubt. But Ninja Turtles, bro, everybody forgets, man. You get, like we were talking about earlier, like Sesame Street, the Muppets. Shit, they're animals, but I mean they're talking animals, But at the same time, it's like you said, they're mutant genetics. They were mutated, and if you count all of the monsters and stuff they face, man, Tokan, Razor, and
Bebop and Rocksteady.
Yeah, it's like these guys are all mutated, animals and shit. So they're technically monsters, but awesome monsters. The Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, man, grew up having being the awesomest ninjas, and still to this day, I cannot wait. Talk about something else we can't wait for. The next live action Ninja Turtles movie.
Live action.
I am so ready for that shit, bro. And I really hope that they deliver strong and do a really good job with it. Because I know it's going to be a lot of fun. But that's my number 2. That's my number 2. All right, we on the final one around the room, and then we're going to wrap up for the night, guys.
Yeah.
Troy is getting himself together there. See his camera move. He look like he's in a horror movie right now. You all right? Can we leave? Or
I'm good. So my number 1 is the Creeper from Jeepers Creepers.
Jeepers Creepers. That was almost on my list. I ain't gonna lie. That scared the shit out of me when I was younger.
Hell
Creeper was
yeah.
good,
And the
man.
second one, Jeepers Creepers 2, is still my favorite.
Yeah, it was really good. The first one kind of left you. The first one was actually 1,000 times scarier. The first one had a lot of suspense, man. But the second one was a lot more action. It was a lot more, just a lot more going on.
Mm.
Kids were trapped on the bus and everything. What did you like about the Creeper the most?
Shit, just his whole legend. Like, the fuck you mean? I mean, because he's basically invincible.
Yeah,
Because
Yeah.
he'll be back. 23
No matter
years,
what.
27, 20, I don't remember how many years. But the nigga gonna be back is the point.
Man, you know what a
So
good
it
ass
was
fight
like,
would be? The Creeper and
what?
fucking and Pennywise.
Oh, that'd
That'd
be
probably
fun.
be a dog fight.
Mm.
Yeah, that'd be awesome. The Creeper, all right. Creeper, Jeepers Creepers, good ass movies. Don't count the last one. I'll tell you that shit. I don't know what they did, but they fucked that all up.
Why
Pissed
was
me
it
off.
that bad? Was it that
Oh,
bad? Really?
Man, was it bad?
It's so
That shit was
yes,
horrible, bro.
yes, it is pretty bad in retrospect. Like looking at the other ones, but I don't know. I think I get what they were trying to go for. It just didn't work.
Yeah, get a nigga a perm. I was like, oh man.
And then they
like
made up
James
this whole
Brown.
idea of like people can see his past, but we can't. I'm like, well, what the fuck is the point of showing this part that they kept going to? That it's like, how you gonna show us something and not show us something?
Yeah. They tried and failed. But all right, Creeper's a good one. Kyle, what you got, man? What's your number one?
Yeah, number one, I went with a classic, and it's probably gonna like I had to choose between the Frankenstein monster or one of the first monster movies. It's either that or Godzilla.
Yeah, Godzilla's one that.
Godzilla, OG.
Yep.
And so and like while not a horror monster, is a giant metaphor for nuclear war, but you know, but still, I gotta give it to Godzilla.
Yeah, Godzilla, king of the monsters, bro.
I gotta give it to Godzilla. Part of me wanted to say 50-foot woman, right? But I think
because she's hot. Have a fun time with that shit.
I think that's all it was. And plus, I felt bad for her because her husband was just cheating on her. But you know what I'm saying?
Stomp his ass out now.
Yeah. My aunt introduced me to her in The Amazing Colossal Man, and now I'm like, they might as well collab those two. But yeah, it's got to go. But my number one's got to go to Godzilla.
Godzilla, that's a good one. Can't argue. Godzilla is one of the greatest, man. To this day, still making movies, still doing his thing. All right, that's me. I'm left. The last one. And of course, I'm going with this one. My favorite monster of all time. This is definitely number one. The Hulk, baby. Ain't nothing like it. The Incredible.
Okay. Yeah, I mean,
Hulk. Gotta go at it. Keep it real. He was his depiction came from Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Mr. Hyde.
And Mr. Hyde. Yeah.
That was the whole story for him.
Now, question: are we talking OG Green Hulk? Are we talking the Gray Hulk? Are we talking Savage Hulk? Are we talking what?
No, we're definitely OG Green. I'm talking about pure rage. I am mad. I don't want to be smart. I don't got to be anything. He turns into the Hulk, and the more pissed off you make this man, the stronger he gets. And they lost that dialogue a lot. But if you want some watchable material to just get a concept. Watchable because I'm not so deep into the comics where I can, just give you, numbers and shit to watch or read. But man, if you watch that Hulk versus series where you have him versus Wolverine and Hulk versus Thor, man, bro, such great material. When you saw he was literally tearing apart Asgard, and just kind of, the Avengers movies kind of didn't do Hulk justice.
Not at all.
It didn't, man. Like they kind of really. I get it. I'm not saying like even if what's his name took him out. Like even if Thanos takes him out, Thanos is strong as shit. But at the end of the day, to have him just be out for the rest of the movie and then come back as the kind of hybrid intelligent Hulk, where it's like he's still not as strong as he used to be, but to not give us that crazy world breaker Hulk to let us know. But we're still, he's supposed to be coming back in Spider-Man, and we're gonna see what they do with them from that point on. But yeah, even an Abomination, I thought they made Abomination too close to beating his ass and then just have him choke him out with the chain. We haven't gotten a real good depiction of the Hulk that I think we deserve, and I really hope that the movies bring him somewhere.
I gotta agree. I think we're unanimous on that point.
Yes, man.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, but Hulk is number one, bro. Guys, listen, man, this has been a lot of fun. I've been wanting to talk horror for a little while, and technically, we actually talked about a lot of topics, and it was really good. We haven't had Troy on for a while.
Yeah, man.
Definitely glad we were able to touch bases on a lot of stuff. I know we're all into this stuff, so it's like horror is just one of the genres. But yeah, Troy, it was definitely good to see you, man. We want to say thank you so much for jumping on the show, and even though you've kind of been going through some stuff, I'm really glad to see that you're still involved, you're still being creative, and it's not stopping you. Do you have any ideas when you're going to be jumping back in, or you kind of just taking it day by day right now?
I mean, I kind of have an idea, but I'm also taking it day by day because some days are easier than others. Some days I feel like not completely healed, but like, oh yeah, I'm good. Other days it's like my legs are screaming and they just don't want to do anything. And I'm learning to give myself grace because I get frustrated. I have moments where like I don't know, like I feel like I'm in people's way or like people waiting on me, and I just be like so in my head about it, and I'm trying to rush myself. Like I had a doctor's visit last week, and my friends and stuff and my family been telling me too, like, slow down, take your time, it's okay. Like, you're healing, slow down. You don't have to try to match people's pace or get out of people's way. They can fucking walk around.
That's right.
So when I tell you, been there.
Yeah. Well, yeah, of course.
But it and I can't say it gets easier because that old friend depression will kick in. But dude, if you ever need to talk, we got you. Okay?
I appreciate that. I think the good thing for me is that I'm goofy. I haven't just been falling, but in the past like month I have fallen like 2 or 3 times, and I just kind of laugh at myself like, how the fuck did you do that? Like, it kind of helps humor with the frustration.
Good shit.
Because there are days and I'm like, fuck, I just miss. I wanna like just move how I want to move. Like I just want to move.
Man, yeah. I can't imagine it yet. I mean, I'm at the point now, just where it's just like getting older, starting to feel different things with my body. Like, damn, I can't. Like you kind of said, I'm not going through it like you are, but just you start to kind of. I only way I can understand is you kind of start to get these feelings of like, I've had a fucking pain in my shoulder and my arm for a minute now, bro, and I did it after I had picked up something. And I don't know if I like twisted something or got it, but when I tell you, when you were like 20, bro, like you did something, gave it like 3 days, bam, you're good. But now that shit just lingers, yo. It can fully heal, and then just like you tap it, and then it's like, oh fuck, I'm back for 3 months. I'm like, damn. Yeah.
For
so
real.
it's crazy, bro. You just gotta try your best, be as careful as you can, and just take what life gives you, man. Like you said, just have a positive outlook as much as possible. Like Kyle said, even like, it's definitely days where you kind of get down, you feel bad, you like wish you didn't have this going on, you wish you didn't have that. And that doesn't just have to be with health related stuff. It could be with, any fucking thing, man.
True.
But
I just kind of hear the man from SpongeBob screaming, my leg.
My leg.
That kind of helps me laugh at myself a bit.
That's good, bro. That's good. Well, I'm glad to hear from you, bro. And yeah, we definitely gonna be praying and hoping everything's getting better day by day. But glad you were able to come on with us. Definitely gonna hit you back up, and we got more shows. I mean, you don't just talk horror, so we
I'm
definitely got
down.
some more. Yes, I am actually. Beeline. We are trying to do bring back a cartoon showdown. So I'm putting that together. I'm probably gonna be pushing for it next month, and have some fun, man. Let's have some fun, bro. It's brand new year.
Yeah.
Let's kick it off. But listen, Kyle, you here? Kyle, what you got going on? Anything closing, man?
Man, like I said, A for Able's coming back. I'm working on in my head bringing back my nerdy shows as well. Just gotta figure things out. But other than that, I'm out here working, dude. Like doing like editing and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? And it is still a long time passion of mine, and I don't see myself stopping anytime soon. But you want to talk, what it's like dealing with either mental health or living with a disability. A for Able is the place to do it. You can check it out on all podcast platforms, including YouTube at A for Abled.
And let's make it easy for you. It's right down there in the description, y'all. So if you guys are watching on YouTube, I always leave Kyle's links to his shows as well, where you can just follow him on Instagram, and I believe it's the YouTube link as well. Go over there and subscribe to his channel and build it up over there as well, and check out his content. But guys, thank you so much for coming on the show. We are done for the week. We will be back, guys. I've also just shout this out too, whoever's watching. I am thinking about doing not another show, but I am starting to think about doing just random appearances where I'm just going to be going live, yo. And I don't know what I'm going to call it yet, but it's just going to be very random. I've been trying to be more active, especially with Facebook. So I'm going to be going live a little bit more and kind of just talking about shit throughout the day. Mm-hmm. And I have my schedules getting a lot set up to where I know exactly what I'm going to be doing. Like, we've been getting some really pretty good news recently in the house. Awesome. So I know my schedule, man. My schedule is what I've been worried about, as far as being able to do my routine here. It ain't going nowhere. So we're here. It's going to be live, everything. I'm not having to record or anything. It's going to be live just like it is now. And I love that. But we will be back on Tuesday with a brand new episode of the B-Line Web Show. It's going to be a Talking with Strangers episode. I haven't had one in a while, unless the guy bails. And I'm going to be talking about whatever the fuck I want. And I love those. Mm-hmm. But we telling you, stay true, stay positive, pay attention, baby. It's a lot going on. And I'll see you guys when I see you. Good night, everybody. Peace out. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you enjoyed that episode, make sure you head on over to the B-Line Entertainment LLC YouTube channel, where we have so much more for you. We have the B-Line Web Show on Tuesday nights, as well as Straight Through the Ropes Wrestle Talk on Wednesdays, and of course, the B-Line Entertainment Show on Thursday night. Join us and make sure that you hit that like, hit that share, and of course, subscribe with that bell button for the notifications so you can make sure you're getting all the great content from the B-Line Entertainment LLC. Let's go!